Pencils down. That's it. Pencils are down.
Okay.
This is us. This is it. It's it. It's the Ramble, guys. We don't have time for anything else, do we?
No.
Gang?
It's now. It's now.
It's now or never. This is it.
Then. It's soon. It's now.
What was the WWE thing? Then, now, forever.
Yes. Then, now,
then,
forever.
Now,
forever. The Ramble.
Forever. That's it. The Ramble. Oh, fuck. Let me go do this real quick in the kitchen. I'll be right back. I just saw something is still on. That's not good.
Uh-oh. Well, you don't want to cause a fire. That would be bad. I think this is the quickest Jerry's ever left the Ramble.
Yeah.
We're only 30 seconds in, and he bailed.
It's unprofessional.
He's got to be cooking vegetables or fruits.
Yeah.
There we go.
His juicer was left running.
Working from home. The magic. All right. Hi, everybody. We're back. Look at us. Look at us.
It's happening.
Ramble, what is this? 2? Hold on. I have it right here.
You have the numbers. You have the numbers. I don't have the numbers with me.
Jesus Christ. You guys sitting down for this one? 278.
Wow.
278.
Wow. When did we call it?
Wow.
280? 290?
7,000?
Oh, no. G. Gordon Liddy just died.
Oh, Jesus.
So
was he the Watergate guy?
Yeah.
He was a Nixon guy, wasn't he? Cody, I'm so sorry.
I apologize. We knew it was supposed to be Marla Gibbs. But with this news of G. Gordon Liddy.
And what are you going to do? What do you
can't just ignore that.
You have to do an episode on him. You just have to.
You have to. You know,
top 5 G. Gordon Liddy quotes,
moments.
Open close encore. His favorite songs he whistled.
He whistled when he was taking a shit.
Very well-known whistler.
Wow, what a loss.
So you all have known this for about a day and a half, but we just found out G. Gordon Liddy passed away. I think the worst nightmare for Cody would be like, what if Marla Gibbs passes away at the same time as the Micro Machines guy? Because I mean, that's
what do you do?
I mean, Blur from the Transformers movie.
I mean, we obviously do the Micro Machines guy, but we
have to
we go an extra 3 or 4 minutes at the end, and
I guess. I
don't want to take away a second of Micro Machines guy.
No, we can't.
So we'll just extend a couple minutes
we have to.
For Marla.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, Cody, is the Marla Gibbs outfit that you're usually wearing? Is it just pressed, ready to go? And is it just at all times? Just
I press it once a week in anticipation for using it.
That's a lot of work.
And
sorry for that. Because we're just supposed to do it on.
We promised Cody 278. We
227.
Yep, and then we promised Cody 277. It'll happen.
Yeah,
and then now we said, okay, you know what? 278. We're doing it.
And Rambler G. Gordon Liddy kicks it. So.
G. Gordon Liddy. Well, fuck. Rambler extraordinaire Zach Dahlem has an idea.
Mm-hmm. What?
He said once COVID's over, it should be, if it's all good, episode 300. We do a live one in Texas.
Oh,
that's Zach Dahlem's idea.
For an audience of Zach Dahlem, and that's it.
Of Zach Dahlem. Doing it.
Will we have another audience there?
We could probably go to like a Taco Cabana somewhere, right?
do a live
outdoor patio
while we're eating Mexican food.
Yeah,
we should do it like on the curb outside of the Cowboys game.
There it is,
or like a Rangers game.
Yes, I'm in. I mean, I love this idea. We got to figure it out. We'll see. Let's just see. But I don't hate it. I don't hate.
Well, we were talking at episode 200 of doing a live show at the Improv, and that never materialized.
Yeah, it never materialized. And then now, look at this. So we do have some Ramblers in. Yeah, we do. We have Ramblers and James in Texas, so it's not that out of the question. By the way, email us, ramble@theramblepod.com. You can follow us on Twitter at PodcastRamble1, Instagram at PodcastRamble. Please subscribe to The Ramble, give it a 5-star rating and a positive text review on iTunes. We're still stuck at that 120, man. We got to get that shit up. And Dustin Jacobs says Andre the Giant loses to
the
John
American
Candy.
Dream.
You fucking shitting the American Dream. You fucking shit me. Andre shat in bathtubs. Bathtubs of shit. A travesty. Andre is currently rolling over in his grave at the speed of the Snyder Cut. John Candy's a likable man, a large man, but I'm willing to bet Andre had shits that were the size of John Candy. At least Honey Boo Boo didn't win. Robert Zemeckis and Back to the Future.
Look, you got to admit that, like, on some level, sometimes the obvious pick doesn't get through.
They don't get through.
Sometimes it's
tough,
just too
man.
obvious.
That's why they take the dumps.
Yeah.
That's why they take them. That exactly, Eddie.
That's why they take the dumps.
I mean, like, at some point, like, Meryl Streep loses an Oscar, and that,
right? She can't win them all.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, granted, you would think, okay, she could. Like, I don't think anyone would be pissed if they just gave it to her every time. But she can't. She just can't do it.
It was out of our hands. That was pure Ramblers voting.
Yeah,
that was.
It really
they
was.
decided.
It really was.
Yeah. So if you elect them, you can't complain about it and get mad at it.
You can't get mad, right? Cody, I just emailed you something that Dustin sent us. It's him asking Robert Zemeckis a question at the Witches Q&A. Do we want to watch this on YouTube? Can we?
What? You might need to send it to my email because I don't have.
I think I just did. Your not the Cinesnob one, but the your
send it to
name.
the Cinesnob one.
All right.
Because
What
I
is that
can't
one again?
access it. Cinesnobnet@gmail.com.
That's right.
No
That's it.
dick pics, Ramblers. I don't want to see dick pics in my inbox.
Guys.
Ooh.
Joe Santos.
How about shit picks?
Oh.
I'm gonna still say no.
Still no.
But I won't report you to the FBI if you send me shit pics.
He won't be reported. All right, I think I sent it.
Send all your shit pics to go.
God, how rough would that be to just get nothing but that?
It would be the worst.
It would be the worst.
Just fucking scrolling through shit pics.
While Cody's grabbing that, Damien Bottriell says, hey, Ramblers, Damien Bottriell back after a few weeks not having time to write an email. After what I expected to be an unfavorable review of Justice League last week, I felt compelled to write. I'm just going to put my hand up and say, you ready for this one, gang? I love the Snyder Cut. The action was great. The pacing was fantastic. It didn't feel like 4 hours. Steppenwolf was a fully fleshed out character this time around. Darkseid was a fucking badass. And I really hope a sequel can happen at some point. Also, for those of you who are complaining about where Zeus and the other gods were, let me remind you about a little movie called Wonder Woman that established that Ares had killed them. That's right. I blocked a lot of the third act of Wonder Woman.
Who wrote this email?
Damien Bottriell, the bots, baby. DB.
Bots.
Damien, if you feel like this thing didn't feel like 4 hours, there is something severely wrong with you.
The first hour felt like 4 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Superman just going, whoa, whoa.
That was at least 45 minutes long, right? That intro.
It had to have been.
Look,
had to have been.
I will agree with some stuff. Some stuff I like. They did flesh out Steppenwolf. Darkseid was cool, but when you have 4 hours, you can flesh out a character.
Yeah, you have time. You can do it. Graham and Face.
All right, so what are we looking for here?
He's asking Robert Zemeckis a question during the Q&A session of The Witches. I don't think that was when it actually came out. This must have been like... There we go.
Okay, we have Dustin Jacobs.
There we go. All right.
American Dream, Dustin Jacobs.
Why didn't he say it?
I don't know.
Hey.
The fuck's this guy's problem?
Hi there.
Turn your phone sideways.
So
Landscape.
It seems like Hollywood has been in sort of a rehash mode for the better part of 20 years. So my question to you, Mr. Zemeckis, is simply this. When are they going to come after some of the IPs that you made famous, or have they already tried?
Wow.
They're always trying to make another Back to the Future, but
Don't say that.
We won't let them do that.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not anybody's fault except the audiences.
Sure.
And so if the audiences would vote with their feet and go to see all original movies, we would be making only original movies.
Damn.
So
Shots fired at all of us.
I mean, there's nobody sitting around in the higher echelon in the Hollywood system of people who are saying, we're going to try to only make movies that have pre-sold titles. We're going to force it on the audience. They're only doing what the audience wants. They only react. They don't have ideas. They react to the marketplace. And in the last 20 years, the audience has only ever wanted to see sequels and pre-sold titles. When an original title would come out, no one would go.
I'm sorry. I'm going to stop this.
Oh,
I'm just going to go through. I'm just going to go through Robert Zemeckis' filmography of the last decade.
He's got a couple of sequels. He's got a couple of sequels in there.
Let's see. Here we go. Directed movies from Robert Zemeckis. Oh, hold on 1 second. I got to turn off on my end. So Robert Zemeckis directed movies. Let's see what we got here. So let's see. We have The Witches, based on Roald Dahl. We have Welcome to Marwen, which is based on a documentary, Marwen Call. We have The Walk, which is based on a documentary, The Man on Wire. We have A Christmas Carol, which is based on Dickens. We have Beowulf, which is based on something else. We have The Polar Express, which is based on a book. So yeah, weird, Robert Zemeckis. Yeah, you don't want you want original stuff, yet you have 9 movies within your last, let's see, it goes back to 2004 that were based on other intellectual property. So,
and he's made 3 Back to the Futures.
Right. And in between, the only movies he has made that aren't directly based off of a book or a documentary are Allied and Flight, and that's it.
There you go.
And since 2004. So
yeah, I don't understand that gripe either, because that's all they ever fucking do. Like, how many fucking Dracula movies have they made since the fucking 1910s, right? There's always been a vampire film. That's all Hollywood does, is rehash shit. Yeah. I mean, okay, every now and again you get something, but some original.
His point is not wrong, but he's the wrong person to be making it.
Right. Yeah, I get that. Interesting. Well, there we go.
But he just lives in the system that's, he helped create, but he also, that's how he makes his living doing that.
Right.
We're
going to go to Canada now with Graham and Faye. The greeting from the Great White North fellow Ramblers. I'd like to take a moment of pause for the playing of "Oh Canada" as the brown coat induction ceremony concludes at the Ramble podium. There's John Candy. I'm already looking forward to next year's March Sadness. There we go. Well, thank you all for voting and picking these wonderful contestants that now we have. And holy shit, 12 minutes and 9 seconds. Let's do this shit. I want everyone to sing along if they can.
Okay.
I think y'all get it. Eddie, you should know this word for word. Cody, it might be a little before his time, but I know he's heard it. You must understand, though the touch of your hand makes my pulse react. It's only the thrill of boy meeting girl. Opposites attract. It's physical, only logical. You must try to ignore that it means more than that. Oh, what's love got to do with it? Shit, yeah. What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? There it is, baby. Fuck yeah, what a jam. Bam, there it is. Welcome, everybody, to the new Ramble 278. Here we are. I'm Jerry. That's Eddie. There's Cody. What else do y'all need, really?
Nothing.
I don't know.
Nothing.
I don't fucking know. But we want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for making us part of your week, whatever day of the week you listen to this. Thank you for having us. There we are. Here we are. Bam. Already took a shit on the fucking old school Hollywood guys who fucking are like, I took a shit.
I thought that's what you were referring to was the pre-show shit that you took.
Pre-show shit, and then we're already taking a shit on the fucking old school Hollywood guys who just, Jesus Christ, I love it. I hope Marvel keeps going just to piss them all off more.
Marvel is not just they don't just make sequels. It's a serial. It's a serial. It's a long-running serial.
Right, which is weird because all these motherfuckers were inspired by Flash Gordon, which is the same fucking shit back when they were kids. So what do you fucking, like, you
it's
mad
all
at this?
It's like Marvel's not just doing sequels and reboots. It's a serial. It's a different thing than any other. It's different than Star Wars. It's different than anything else.
Yeah. It's just weird how they love to get curmudgeon-y, and it's funny to fuck with it. It's funny to fuck with them. That's all we're saying. That's it. So welcome. How's everybody? Hope you're all doing fantastic. Let's do this shit. Cody, let's get in. Let's start. Let's start doing the hat because I'm excited. Are you ready, though, Cody?
I'm ready.
Are you good to go? Okay, fuck it.
Good.
Let's do it then, baby. What hat would they wear? Wow. Wow. Just
G. Gordon Liddy would have loved that.
I was gonna ask you, are you gonna play? Are they probably gonna request that for his funeral? Most major political figures, when they pass away, request that song at their funeral, don't they, Eddie?
They do, but I've yet to honor any of those. I don't.
Well, because you want to make it about them, the funeral.
Well, if I go, it's going to be a political statement. I don't want to get into that.
Right.
So I just abstain from all.
That's smart, man. That is fucking smart. Oh, well, I'm happy you're doing that. That's good. Good on you for taking that stand.
Art shouldn't
we
be.
We have a couple of first-time emailers. Jim
Really?
Key. Hey, Jerry,
Jim
Eddie,
Key.
and Cody. I'm doing this now before I forget, again, like I do every week. Hat going in. OG, the Beatles for the boy band. Another brand new one.
Does that count?
We're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this. This is gonna.
I mean, it's a band of all males, I guess.
Right.
all
Well,
young
that
men
opens it up
cause.
to a lot of bands.
A lot of bands. Guar, technically. Jake Pauley. It's got to be Jake Pauley, a first timer. Got to be the Backstreet Boys. They may not have been the original, but they were the best. My first concert when I was 9, and I saw them on tour right before COVID. They still put on a hell of a show. Dustin Jacobs, Boys to Men. Damian Bottriell, moving on, and my Hall of Fame hat goes to New Kids on the Block. Colin Mags. Hi, Jerry, Eddie, and Cody. Hope everybody's doing well, and pleased to hear Eddie's gig went well. Hopefully things are creeping towards new normal. Congratulations to John Candy, a worthy winner. I'm sure Hervey and Andre will be shoo-ins for future inductions, though I still claim it should have been Hervey versus Haystacks in the semis, going out to a controversial late vote to Meat Shit's Hurt.
Give it up, Mags.
Give it up, buddy.
He's not going to let it go.
You're not going to stop the steal, my friend.
Oh, fuck. This week's contributions. I have to go with the titan of the UK boy bands. Take That. I mean, they are to the UK what Bryan Adams is to you guys. The song Back for Good makes them worthy alone. Then you have to look at the fact that they split in 96, reformed in 05 for a middle-aged comeback with new material, not just nostalgia tour, and were even more successful than before with 4 out of 5 top 10 albums being number 1. Wow. All right, so here we go. All right, I think we have an attempt at explanation. You ready?
Okay.
Grady W. Smithy III. Before I say who should be on the boy band hat, let's establish what a boy band is. It's a pop group composed of young men in their 20s designed to appeal to teenage girls and get them screaming as loudly as possible at their shows. You have the cool one, the nice one, the smart one, the goofy one. If they have a 5th boy, they'll have him be whatever role they think will bring in more girls as fans, but those are the core 4, and that's why the Beatles are on the hat. When boy bands go into the Hall of Fame, John was a cool one, Paul was a nice one, George was a smart one, Ringo was a goofball who was just happy to be included. Yes, they ultimately became the greatest band in history, but first they were the greatest boy band in history. And they set the pattern that every boy band has since followed. You cannot dispute this because I've proven it with science, says Grady W.
I dispute it. I call bullshit on the Beatles being a boy band in the sense that we mean it today.
Yes, I look at boy band as a put together by a casting group.
Right.
It's
a product.
Yes,
it's like a methodical factory made product.
Yeah.
Would
now
you
the
consider
Beatles could have inspired it.
Sure.
They certainly did.
They
with the
inspire
Monkees.
everything.
Do they have to be playing, or do they not have to be playing musical instruments to be a boy band? Like it has to be choreographed dancing and singing. Or if they're actually in a band playing the instruments, does that disqualify?
Does that discount? It's right. It's
because in my mind, a boy band is 4 or 5 boys with choreographed dancing and no instruments.
Yeah, that's same here. That's kind of where I look at it. Michael Werman, I despise boy bands. Worms with a passion, so my list will be populated with then numerous amounts of acts that belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I don't think of the Jackson 5 as a classic boy band because they were Motown. No, and they also played instruments. Charles Phillips, hashtag, oh man. Joseph Santos, I hope you're doing all right, buddy. Hope you're having a good day.
I'm doing great.
No, not you, Cody. This is Joseph.
Oh, you're hoping
I'm
Joe.
hoping
Oh,
Joseph
shit.
is having a good day.
They're not firing at each other.
Don't wish a good day upon that guy.
Wow. Okay, Charles Phillips, hashtag, you ready for this? Cody can do better. Hashtag step up the game. Hashtag evil commiss, just make him kiss. Hashtag Santos not only counts himself lucky to love Cody. All right. Oh, fuck. Hashtag Santos can only count himself lucky to love Cody. Looks like CP is dropping some heat here.
CP is on Team Villafana.
Villafaña. He says Hall of Fame boy band LFO simply because they wrote the most asinine, stupid song in the world with Summer Girls. Lyrics: I'll steal your honey like I stole your bike. This is gold.
That band is cursed, by the way.
They are. Did they die?
I think
no?
At least 2 of them have died.
Wow.
If not more.
Is that the New Kids on the Block?
Yeah.
Had lots of hits. That's the one, right?
Yeah.
Man. Graham and Faye. All right. This gets interesting. I think this is a more compelling argument than the Beatles, but age-wise is what shoots it in the foot. But you ready for this? Graham and Faye, boy band, you say? Ramble, rule bender, enabled. And he goes, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, Joey Bishop, the Rat Pack.
This is
I don't
absurdity.
know if that counts.
Oh, fuck. Joe Capone, Hat Game, Mr. Telephone Man, there's nothing wrong with my line. New Edition is on my hat as the best Hall of Fame boy band of our time. Gemma from the Talking Codswallop podcast. Hi, Jerry, Eddie, and Cody. Hopefully I'm not too late to submit my answers. Boy band. As a girl's been into heavy metal since she was 13 to 14, I had to go back to my early childhood for this answer. My favorite boy band then was a UK band called Take That. I'm not sure if they made it across the pond, but they were amazing. They had a few videos here, didn't they, Eddie? I remember seeing them a couple times.
I may have. I don't know.
Yep. Cody, I hope you're doing well, buddy.
Oh,
I'm doing great.
Joseph Santos, hashtag the name Daddy is earned, not given.
That doesn't help your cause, my friend.
Hat boy band hat, the band together, and then hashtag aw Cody, you have fans. There we go. All right.
So did he pick a fictional band from the MTV movie?
I think he did. That was the MTV with Chris Farley's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he pick a fictional?
I guess he did. He went fictional. He went.
Jesus, man.
Oh man. So Cody, let's go with you. Who's on your Hall of Fame hat for the boy band?
So it was tough because I liked both of those bands. So this was for me around 5th grade or so it was Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. Yeah, liked both of them. I've seen NSYNC live before when I was 11.
Shit. Wow.
And I have to go NSYNC because I think that if you want to make them all equal, the most talented person to come from that phase is Justin Timberlake by a mile, and I think you have to give it to NSYNC because of that.
Yeah, but boy, he couldn't wait to turn his back on that, could he? At least Backstreet stayed pure. You got to give him that.
but you can't single out one Backstreet Boys member and be like, oh yeah, that person's like mega talented as you could with NSYNC and Timberlake.
If you want to go that route, then Nick Carter's like the Jamarcus Russell.
Oh God,
Nick Carter. She had all the tools.
He did.
He should have.
Nick
Carter should have been Justin Timberlake, but Andre's going to throw something.
And it's just crazy because none of those guys even touched what Timberlake has.
No, fuck no. Well, the other guy was a fuck up, the AJ guy. He was like in and out of rehab or whatever.
I think all of the bands have one of those guys.
That's true. Eddie, who was yours?
I went same as Joe Capone. I went New Edition.
Eddie, guess what I went, baby?
What?
New motherfucking Edition. Because New Edition, if you want to say they had that one member that just eclipsed everything for us, that generation, that was Bobby Brown.
Oh yeah.
And then you could also throw Menudo in there with Ricky Martin. But I'm going to go.
But New Edition went on after Bobby Brown left. They went on to Boys II Men.
They still had hits.
Weren't some of them in Boys II Men?
One of them, I think one.
One was Boys II Men?
I forgot, but I don't think it was all of them. But New Edition, they were great, man.
Yeah, they were good.
That was our Aisha.
Mr.
No, that was ABC.
Man.
Mr. Telephone Man. Aisha was ABC. They weren't bad either. Another Bad Creation wasn't bad either.
Yeah,
it had some moments. But
again, I'm changing my answer to Metallica. They were in their teenager. They were teenagers when they got started.
That's true.
They were a bunch of boys. So I'm changing.
Next Ramble, we're gonna go crazy. What? Okay, the Yardbirds, the band, the Yardbirds have a guitarist goes into the Hall of Fame. What guitarist is on their hat?
Okay.
Is it Jimmy Page? Is it Jeff Beck? Is it Eric Clapton?
It's a lot.
We had a lot of legends go through the Yardbirds, man. Whole lot of legends were Yardbirds. So there we go. It's going to be a tough one, Ramble 279. Ramble at theramblepod.com. I guess it's time to open, close, and encore. Open, close, and encore. Wow. Eddie, is it true that a police officer's odometer was unable to track how fast that was?
Yeah, when actually
The speedometer. I'm sorry, the speedometer gun thing.
They put me in a controlled lab,
right.
Where there are no variables, wind, other sounds.
No oxygen, right? You had to hold your breath, I heard. Yeah.
I can hold my breath for like 35 minutes, so it's
right,
not an issue.
Right.
But they had a radar gun up against my hands, moving the harmonica back and forth, and it does not register.
Amazing.
On the radar gun.
Radar gun just kind of blips and malfunctions, right?
I broke 3 of them, and then it ended up costing them so much money and funding replacing radar guns. They just said it's not worth.
We can't do that. The scientists, MIT, just kind of gave up on that. Huh?
They just gave up. They're like, it's a mystery. Let it's science.
Oh, fuck, I love it. Jim Key, when these fellows were a thing, I was busy listening to good music. Ouch. Cody, you going to take that? So I will politely say the Backstreet Boys can go fuck themselves. Politely. Jake Pauley, the Backstreet Boys open with Larger Than Life. As soon as that first robotic talk box with AJ's maniacal, you know the party's about to start. They close with I Want It That Way. Everyone's singing along with their lighters in the air and just vibing on the way out. Encore has to be Everybody. The song was made for this exact situation.
Jerry, who is this Rambler here?
This is Jake Pauley.
Jake Pauley, you have matched my open-close encore.
Whoa! Now, Cody, are you going to agree with this with Jake Pauley? Millennium might be one of the most underrated albums of all time. All bangers is what he says about
I
Millennium.
haven't listened to that since I was in 5th grade, so I can't answer that fairly.
Would 5th grade Cody agree with Jake Pauley?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Greatest albums of all time, including all albums.
No, he said most underrated. He didn't say greatest. Most underrated.
At that point, it was the best album I had ever heard in my life, I'm sure.
Andrea, your thoughts? Millennium by the
Greatest
Backstreet
album
Boys,
ever.
one of the most underrated albums of all time. Do you agree? I think she'll disagree because she rated it pretty high. Anyway, so according to her,
it's not underrated in her world.
It's not underrated. Dustin Jacobs, the American Dream, Dustin Jacobs, I abstain. Is Joe Santos going to give him shit for that? Damian Bottriell, the Bots, you opened with Larger Than Life. You close with Backstreet's Back, all right. You encore with I Want It That Way. Before NSYNC run in with steel chairs and beat the shit out of them, followed by Boyz II Men coming in and clearing house before the lights go out. And from the rafters like 1997, Sting comes down Tears for Fears, and they finish everything. Fuck yes. Oh, man. Max?
Max.
Open, close, encore. Seriously, more boy band. I'm not that familiar with the Backstreet Boys, so I picked 3 to add to Joe Santos' Cody mixtape. To the mixtape Santos make for they open with Quit Playing Games with My Heart. They close with As Long As You Love Me. They encore with I Want It That Way. Grady W. Smithy III. They should open with Backstreet's Back. Close with I Want It That Way. Encore by having NSYNC, 98 Degrees, and O-Town join them to perform In the End. The theme song from Dead 7, the zombie movie where members of all those bands played zombie hunters in a post-apocalyptic Western that if you have not yet seen, you absolutely should watch. Cody, have you even heard of this?
What was it?
News to me. Dead 7.
No.
A zombie movie that had members of NSYNC, the Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, and O-Town. Michael Werman, Eddie?
Worms?
Oh, the other big 3 early, he just abstained completely. You opened with Stone Temple Pilots. You closed the Soundgarden. Encore with Alice in Chains.
What?
I do like that concert better.
Yes, important to get Green Day in before them. Question mark. Charles Phillips, CP, the Backstreet Boys, you open with Everybody. This song gets everybody hyped. You close with I Want It That Way, brings down the house and the panties. And then I'll Never Break Your Heart is the encore, such a finger bang anthem. Graham and Faye, apparently the Ramble rule bender enabled is still enabled, taking lead from last week's excellent suggestion from Joseph Santos. Cinderella, open, close, and encore. You open with Bad Seamstress Blues, Falling Apart the Seams, close with Dead Man's Road, encore with Gypsy Road, Shake Me. Joe Capone, you open with Everybody, Backstreet's Back. You close The Shape of My Heart. You encore with As Long As You Love Me. Don't you fucks ever kiss again if you keep giving us this bullshit for open, close, encore. Still waiting on my kiss, open, close, encore.
Ew.
Top 5 worst Gene Simmons kiss songs. Eddie, you could do 5 worst Gene Simmons kiss songs.
Yeah,
right?
I just pick any of them.
Gemma says you open with from the Talking Cotswold podcast. I Want It That Way. Quit Playing Saves My Heart. You encore everybody. Backstreet's back. Cody, hope you're doing good. Joseph Santos, you open with everybody. Close with As Long As You Love Me. Encore with Cody Wants It That Way. Hashtag is this list Andrea approved? Yeah, she'd be down with all these songs. And then hashtag I abstain. There's a shot. There's a shot.
Maybe you should abstain more often, Joe.
Woo! Shit. Woo! Woo! What's up? Cody, what did you have Backstreet open, close, and encore?
So I had the matching one
same
from earlier.
Jake Pauley.
Yeah, open with Larger Than Life, close with I Want It That Way, encore with Everybody, Backstreet's Back.
Wow. Now, I had all those songs, but in a different order, Cody. I have them open with Everybody, Backstreet's Back. Close with Larger Than Life. To me, you have to encore with I Want It That Way. That's it. That broke them. Eddie?
This is hard for me because I don't know any of these. but I'm a true professional, so I will not abstain.
Wait.
That's a shot at me, Eddie? What
That's
the
a
fuck?
shot at Cody. Wow.
Team Big Daddy.
You've never heard
what? No.
No, I don't know. I'm just literally, I don't know. I Want It That Way is a song I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with that one.
You don't know Larger Than Life? All you people, can't you see? Can't you see?
No.
You don't know Everybody.
Okay, I know that one.
Right.
So I'd open with Everybody.
Okay. What do you know? I don't care who you are, where you're from, as long as you love. You've had to have heard.
Okay, yeah, I know that one. Okay, well,
have you also heard "Quit Playing Games with My Heart"? My heart. You know that one.
No, I don't know that one.
Wow. All right. So
So
you know
open
as
with-
long as you love.
Open with those first two that you sang,
And then close with "I Want It That Way."
and then we'll close with I Want It That Way.
So you have them open with Everybody, Backstreet's Back. You close.
At least when I abstain,
As
I
long
don't
as you love
half-ass like that.
You don't, Cody. You don't have me just hold your hand and pick them.
Yeah. Yeah, you should. I mean, you could have done that every single time for me, but you didn't. So
Oh, next Ramble 279. Let's go a complete 180. Let's go the original boy band, Deep Purple, who is my pick. What would Deep Purple open, close, and encore with? Ooh, man.
Okay.
I think Smoke on the Water is probably going to be on everybody's. I just don't know where.
Probably.
I don't know. I'm going to
just don't
rely
know
on you
where.
to tell me what songs they do and sing them for me so I can figure it out.
Hey, as long as I didn't have to go back and listen to Backstreet Boys, I'm cool.
They're good. He's happy. Oh,
I'm happy.
man. All right. Well, I guess it's time for reading and playing video games, everybody. I'm reading books. I'm playing video games. Bring your pussy over here. We're reading books and playing games. Ooh. Wow. I had a question, Eddie.
Yeah.
Another urban legend. Is it true that noted virtuoso metal classical guitarist Yngwie Malmsteen tried to play that on his guitar and angrily gave up because he couldn't do it?
Okay, the story doesn't go exactly that.
Okay.
He didn't.
Okay.
We were trying to collaborate,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and I was playing what I do.
Eddie
I
and
do-
Yngwie? Was it going to be called Eddie and Yngwie?
He. That's a whole nother story with
Okay.
lawyers where
Oh, shit.
he would not come in the studio unless it was Yngwie and Eddie.
Oh, God.
And I don't have an ego about it, so I was like, whatever,
Right.
I don't care. But it was
Sure.
that was whatever. It was
Right,
going to be
right.
Yngwie and Eddie.
Right.
And so we're in studio and we're playing, right? And he can't keep up with what I'm doing. To the point where he actually gets a blister.
Oh, my God. Probably his first one since he started learning to play guitar.
That's what he said. I haven't had a since I first picked up a guitar. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And he blamed me for the blister and stormed out, and we never finished the project.
Wow.
We did lay down 3 tracks, but those
Lost
are in
to time?
Those are lost to time. I don't know where they are. I don't know
Wow.
if his people have them or what, but that's where
Wow.
that's how that story happened.
Amazing.
He couldn't
Amazing.
keep up, got a blister.
I had a feel. I bet. I wouldn't be surprised. Jim Key, Reading and listening to The Witchwood Crown by Tad Williams, book 1 of The Last King of Austin Ard. After reading Tad Williams' other Austin Ard series, George R. R. Martin was inspired to write his Song of Ice, Fire, and Ice series, what we all know as Game of Thrones, thanks to HBO. I'm kind of playing the Xbox 360 GoldenEye Reloaded game. Jake Pauley, books and games. After changing my mind on what type of player I want to be in my 2K career 3 times, I've settled on a 7-2 center and finally made it to the NBA. In between games, I'm trying to finish Spider-Man so I can move on to Miles Morales. Charles Phillips, CP, playing some Gundam Breaker 3, Breaker Edition. It's fun playing as a giant robot beating up other giant robots. Reading, my sister and I restarted the Maximum Ride series. It's a great young adult series. Fucking A. Joe Capone. Twitch.tv/Capone, streaming at least 4 times a week around 8 p.m. Eastern. Having collected all weapon upgrades and Shozo artifacts as of this email. Holy shit, he's running through Metroid Prime.
Damn.
I'm nearing the end of my Metroid Prime replay on stream. I will be squaring off against Meta Ridley and Ramble Prime Drop Day and heading deep into the Impact Crater on Talon 4 to destroy the Metroid Hive. 6-0 so far in Season 11 of Tecmo Super Bowl 3 2019 roster mod play.
So you face Kirk Cousins.
And it's over. It won't mean shit until he makes it to the dance, and the Kirk Cousins just waiting. I also started a defensive scoring challenge using the Giants in '94 Tecmo Super Bowl 2 unmodded, where the only way I can score is via defensive touchdowns or safeties, no offensive play. So far, I am 0-4 and have been outscored 120-16, but I'm up to the challenge. I really need to tighten up my punt placement and special teams play. Once that improves, I think I can pull off at least one win. Cody, do we want to try that challenge where we just do defensive touchdowns only?
No.
No. Oh, how brutal would that be? Oh, God. Reading and gaming. Right now, I am just rifling through my retro collection. Thank you to my homie Vince, a.k.a. The Radiohead. I believe he's on Instagram. Let me get this right because I want to give him the ultimate shout-out for what he did. Eddie saw it happen.
Yeah,
Eddie and Colton saw it live with their own eyes.
Crazy game room.
He's got he's on Instagram as the Radiohead. If you give him a follow, tell him I sent you. Cody, you know how Nintendo released those mini systems? He modded all of them. So I have everything. I have every North American Nintendo Entertainment System game, every North American Super Nintendo game, and every North American Sega Genesis game.
Wow.
All in those systems. It's been fucking heaven.
Crazy.
What are you guys playing or reading anything right now?
Not me.
Not
I just played you the sports game on Monday.
And we're never playing that again, are we?
No, NBA 2K21 is retired. We're gonna go back. I'd rather play PGA golf with
Play
you
Tecmo
than
basketball. Tecmo basketball.
Oh my God, Tecmo! But we should do PGA golf. Can you play
I have
online? Can you play it online?
Yeah, I have PGA 2K21 or whatever.
Do they have like a putt-putt mode where you go to miniature golf course and just do a cook? That would be amazing.
No, but we can play 18 rounds. That'd be fun.
Yeah, nice 4-hour stream.
It's not that long.
That's funny. So here we go. I guess it's top 5. Here it is. Top 5. Man, my goodness. Here we go. It's the time of the show where we rank the top 10. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Lovely.
Every time I hear that, Eddie, I just want to do William Shatner in Star Trek 2 and go. I have that. Human. Jim Key. Top 5 bands or musical artists who have been screw job snubbed out of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Jim Key. Top 10. 5, he says. Number 5, the Bauhaus. The Godfathers of the Goth should be in if the Cure are in. Hot take, but I don't disagree. The Pogues. Shane MacGowan should be crowned the Poet of Ireland. Number 3, Styx. It's not wrong that I still like Styx. Is it? Fuck no, it's not.
No, Styx is rad.
Okay, I was funny. I was talking to Andre about this. My mother hated when Mr. Roboto would come on the radio or on MTV because I would insist she cranked it. Like 5-year-old, 4-year-old me. I don't think any song has been. I think the 2 songs that were the most over in my life as like 4 to 5 were Mr. Roboto and Eye of the Tiger. If that shit came on, y'all better shut the fuck up and crank that motherfucker. I'm still down. I am Mr. Arigato. Oh, fucking tremendous. I'm all
Mr.
about Styx.
Roboto.
Cody, you a Styx guy or no?
I am a Styx guy, yeah.
Styx are fucking great, man. That's
Styx
some good
rules.
shit. You know the problem is they've turned their back on Mr. Roboto. That hurt. I
Yeah.
saw him live like 9 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe even longer. And Dennis DeYoung was already gone. They had a replacement singer because apparently, I don't know what the story, how it goes, but Dennis DeYoung got sick and had to bail out of a tour. And he told him not to tour, but the rest of the band was like, well, dude, we got all these people to pay. The venue's already set. Tickets already. We got to go. So they got a sound-alike guy. And it pissed off DeYoung, so they just split. But this was the sound-alike guy who was fine. But they did like so they're running through everything. It was great. I mean, come on. The pop on the organ for Blue Collar Man. Forget it. The pop was immense. But Long Nights, Impossible Love. That's a fucking jam. But anyway, not a dry eye in the house for Lady. Not a dry eye in the house.
No, of course not.
For Lady.
Not a dry anything in the house.
Not a dry anything in the house or Babe. Or Babe. Forget it. And then I'm Sailing Away. Come on. But before I think their final one was I'm Sailing. Before they got to their close encore, they did a quick medley of a few more minor hits. And then they just threw in real quick. They went Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, and then stopped because they hate that. They hate that song. The band hates it. Dennis DeYoung was the only one who pushed it. The rest of the band hate that fucking album. And on their behind the music, one of the guys like, yeah, and then Dennis just starts writing songs about robots. Like he was pissed. But it was still a great show. So Jim Key's number 2, The Church, one of the greatest Australian bands of all time. The Church is known here probably just for Under the Milky Way. Great 80s song. I'm pretty sure the leader, Stephen Kilby, has written or co-written more songs than any other human between The Church and all of his bajillion other side projects. On volume alone, he deserves it. And the number 1, oh my God, Jim Key. You're not wrong. XTC, the most criminally underrated and underappreciated band ever. Peace, Jim Key, a.k.a. the Thick White Duke. XTC, I believe, what was their big one? We've all been making plans for Nigel. Woo! That was probably their most recognized hit here. But there's an album they have called Oranges and Lemons, which is fucking great. And they have a song called King for a Day on that album, which is a fucking tremendous song. Anyway, I'm with you on it. Jake Pauley, Iron Maiden, Rage Against the Machine, Tina Turner. Now, she's in as a member of Ike and Tina. But it's bullshit she's not in on her own. Tina Turner, Soundgarden, number 1, Outcast. Dustin Jacobs, he goes Tina Turner. Warren Zevon, Rage Against the Machine, Soundgarden, and the Pixies.
Isn't Maiden going in this year?
I don't think they're in yet.
Maiden's supposed to be going in, aren't they?
I don't think. I know that they're up for it. I don't know if they've announced the class.
They're up for it. I don't know if they're going in. They're up for it, right?
Let's see. Cody, you looking it up? As I was about to, but if you want to look it up, you got it.
Yeah, they've only announced nominees up to this point.
They're nominated.
They are nominated along with a couple others that have been mentioned.
I don't know.
So the 2021 class is not in. They're not announced yet.
They're not announced yet. No.
Okay. Yeah, it's Iron.
I don't know how you have Rock and Roll Hall of Fame without Iron Maiden, and it makes.
Imagine the pop if it's Iron Maiden and Tina Turner going in. I would lose my shit. Together. Right? They fucking, oh, God.
And she comes out and sings Number of the Beast with them.
And then fucking, and then what's his face? And then Bruce, what's his name, the lead singer?
Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah. Bruce Dickinson does We Don't Need Another Hero? Are you crazy?
Oh, if Iron Maiden, we Don't Need Another Hero.
Oh, that's perfect for them. You could hear them smashing that one, right?
Or they did Rollin' and they do a duet.
Rolling on the rib. Iron Maiden. So Tina Turner does the traditional, the left a good job in the city. And then when it picks up, Iron Maiden comes out. Dun. I mean, forget it. Oh, God. And then her and Dickinson duet it, and they can both move. It'd be amazing.
So good.
Damien Botriel, number 5. This is insane that she's not in. Pat Benatar. Number 4, the B-52s. Number 3, In Excess. Number 2, George Michael. Number 1, I can't argue with this, Weird Al Yankovic. I hope all my fellow Ramblers are staying safe out there. Melbourne has been without a new COVID case for about a month or so for the first time in a year. Things at the moment are as close to normal as ever have been since it's all started.
We're spiking again.
I know, because we got morons here. If I could make a humble request for the show, it's been a super long time since we've had shout-outs. I'm not asking you to go through all the names, but for the love of God, let us hear the duet. I'm going crazy not hearing it, and I don't think Cody has heard it at all. Cody, do you have the shout-out thing right there? If you have it.
I don't think you ever sent it to me.
I didn't send you that one?
Oh, no.
Well, I'm due. Okay, next Ramble. Cody, you're getting it. And that, Cody, are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
I sing while Eddie plays.
It's
No.
Yes.
No.
It's
Yeah.
it's a
I
rare
don't believe
B side.
it.
It's a rare Ramble B side.
It's Eddie. Didn't we say that was our favorite because it's the two of us?
It is. It's the one. It's the one where I'm usually playing and you're singing,
Yes.
or you sing and then I play. This is the one where we combine our forces and we drop all the panties.
Can people hear that though? Are they ready for that?
It's been a while. I don't know if I can.
Cody,
hear it.
are
It's
you
been a
ready
while.
for that? Do you think you can handle that, Cody?
Shit, I don't know.
I mean, it's.
Truly.
Oh, I'm emailing you that motherfucker tonight. We're doing it next Ramble 279. Colin Mags. In researching this, I was shocked at how many massive bands are not included. I mean, what the fuck? Honorable mentions to Kate Bush, Bob Marley, The Smiths, Cranberries, and Motorhead. Number 5, he goes Poison. Number 3, The Eurythmics. Number 3, Iron Maiden. Number 2, Thin Lizzy. And number 1, the Foo Fighters. Take care of it. Foo Fighters have to be going in soon because they're just eligible, right?
They're eligible for the first time this year. I have to imagine they're instantly in.
They're instantly in. If not, they're instantly in next year. There's no question. Take care, everyone. Colin Mags, Grady, W, Smithy the Thoid. Number 5, Brian Eno. Number 2, Devo. Number 3, Pat Benatar. Number 2, Warren Zevon. Number 1, John Coltrane.
I thought it was going to be John Candy.
Worms.
Worms.
Pat Benatar, snub. She belongs in the Hall forever ago. Same pretentious idiots that did include her. Also took forever to get Rush and Deep Purple in as well. Top 5 honorable mentions: Runaways and the Bengals. Thinking that Tina Turner and the Go-Go's are probably getting in this year. Ozzy, number 5. He's in with Sabbath, but not as a solo. Pantera, what the fuck? Number 3, Judas Priest, the fathers of the new wave of British heavy metal, influenced Maiden, Metallica, Anthrax, and a generation of metal bands. But we need to get Madonna in first, everyone. Wow, Worms taking shots.
Worms.
Number 2, Iron Maiden, sold out stadium tours for 4 decades, still going strong without any help from lamestream media. But Baba Toothie has a Hall of Fame vote. He said he would never vote them in. Makes sense. I don't know who that is. And number 1, Motorhead. All the original members have now passed away. Shame on the Hall of Fame forever. Sorry for deviating from your topics, gentlemen. Boy bands are garbage that belong on the sinking boat with the likes of American Idol and Cardi B songs.
I'm just really glad that people write in to tell us how much they hate all of the topics. It's really lovely.
P.S. I know the argument that the Beatles were the first boy band, but they quickly transformed themselves into legendary musicians, so I'll never place them in the same company of the 80s, 90s acts. Worms. And then we go Charles Phillips. Did we give him a different nickname? Who was it that we gave a better nickname to? They said
Should we call him
Gary Priest?
Oh, yeah.
Gary Priest. Jeeps. That's who it was.
Jeeps.
Charles Phillips. I think he's okay with
CP.
I think I can't read this. His everything else I agree with. 4 through 1 I agree with.
Are you not going to read it?
Wait. I'm just gonna say it. I want to see both your reactions. His number 5. I'm mad at you, CP. His number 5, Real Big Fish. Now, if he just said, hey, just fucking with you, he said they'll never make it in, but they deserve it. They've never not played ska punk, and their shows are badass. All right. If you've seen them live,
never not played ska punk as a reason to put them in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Did they only have 1 hit?
Did they even have that?
Was Sell Out a hit or just a heavily played song that never charted? Hi. Sell out with me. Oh, that's them, right? Sell out. The record company's going to make us not the money and everything's going to be. Oh, all right. Number 4, The Grassroots, a classic folk band that once you hear them, you start hearing them everywhere. Now, I do like I think they did Live for Today. Na, 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 Live for Today. That's a great jam. Number 3, The Toasters, third wave ska band. There's a ska.
I'm noticing a theme here.
There's a ska theme. The Toasters. I didn't see number 3. I don't know. I read something else. So I don't even know who the fuck the Toasters are, but I'll give them credit. Third wave ska band that's beyond anything else. Anyone else. Beyond all else. I'm sorry. Now his number 2 band. I'll give him this one. Madness. How this 2-tone ska band is not in there. And then number 1, Weird Al. The band has never changed members, and his career spanned longer than most bands in the Hall of Fame. Hey, I'm with you. There. Real Big Fish, I don't know. We'll see. Graham and Faye, top 5 bands snubbed by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Benatar, 22 years. Follow up to last week, Tina Turner, 23. Devo, 19. Iron Maiden, 17. His number one, I never even thought of Graham and Faye's number one. Their number one. I think this is kind of a travesty. The Guess Who, 30-plus year. Why did a shit ton of hits? American Woman, Mama Let Me Be. Look, I thought they were already in.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's one of the best Canadian bands of all. They're American Woman. Fucking Guess Who. Maybe I'll be there to shake your hand. Maybe I'll be there to shake. That's a fun. Fucking She's Come Undone. Get the fuck out of these eyes. I've seen a lot of love. Come on. There's a lot there. Joe Capone, Ramble Off, Graham and Faye, Winnipeg A. Joe Capone, top 5 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Honestly, the only ones I care about I haven't gotten through yet are Judas Priest and Iron Maiden. And Maiden was at least nominated this year, though. Fuck the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They finally put in Purple, Deep Purple, Rush, and Kiss, but Priest should have been in over a decade ago before the likes of Metallica and Guns N' Roses got in. Fuck. All right, well... Joe Capone says, with some of the news that was shared on Twitch this week, just to say much love and positive vibes your way, Jerry. Thank you so much, man. For all the good you've put out in the universe by keeping smiles on many faces over the years. Karma owes you big time. You got this. Thank you, but the Cowboys can still suck it. Go Giants. Might as well just fucking say it. I haven't told anybody except on my Twitch. I have cancer. Just found out about a week ago that I have cancer. It might have spread. We don't know yet. So just changing my entire life now to fight it. My skin's going to be orange pretty soon because I'm drinking these carrot celery concoctions. Andrea has me on a pure, just raw food, organic, vegan diet.
You poor thing.
Yes, which I'm going to do for about 90 days. And then
I might take the cancer over that.
It's
a toss-up. It's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up.
There's an argument to be made.
It is a toss-up. So I appreciate the positive vibes. Thank you for that, Joe Capone. I don't really want to talk about it too much because I just, whatever. But yeah, we'll fucking see. Huh? Anyway, so thank you very much. He says, Eddie, we want a daily comic strip Patreon. Do it. Cody, when is the wedding? I guess you and Santos. To the Ramblers that voted against Andre and Hervé, fuck yourselves with rusty cheese graters. Seriously, what the fuck? I still love you all. Stay safe and ramble on, motherfuckers. Gemma from the Talking Cod. Thank you very much, Joe Capone. That's very kind, buddy. Gemma from the Talking Consult podcast. And thank you to Graham and Faye because he found out through my Twitch stream, and Graham and Faye have been sending me a shit ton of informative things because Faye has survived it. So, yeah, it was awesome.
You're going to survive it too, bud. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, man.
Well, worry about it, but you're going to survive it.
Right, worry, but
yeah.
Thank you, man.
Do what you have to do, but you're gonna beat it.
I get it. Do what I have to do. So drink this fucking nasty shit for the next 90 days.
I told you I was there when you found out. I said, hey, now you get to brag. You're gonna be a cancer survivor.
There you go, and I appreciate this. Very kind. I was very lucky. I was with you and Andrea when I got the call. That was not a fun call to get. You thought it would have been a blast, but it wasn't.
Weird how it wasn't.
Weird how that wasn't a fun phone call. But, yeah.
I mean, all but you got cancer calls are usually a pretty good time.
Usually good times, yeah.
But that one was rough.
Oh,
man.
It's
kind of fucked up. The doctor called good news.
Good news. I think today's the day to go buy lottery tickets. So Gemma from the Talking Consult podcast, Hall of Fame, this has to be Sir Tom Jones. After Googling, I was shocked. I didn't know he went already in. He still, even in his 80s, has an amazing power behind his voice and is the ultimate legend.
Hope I made it in time. Huge cock.
Huge cock. That's the rumor, right?
That's the rumor. Huge cock.
I hope I made it in time. If not, it'll be better next time. Lots of love. Gemma, Trip, XXX. P.S. You don't need to read the end part of this email. It's just a tag. PPS. Would love to have all three of you on the Talking Consult podcast. If we can work out a time, that would be amazing. XX, let's do it. And please check out the Talking Consult podcast. Yes. Eddie and I have been on it. And Cody and that. Maybe all three of us do it. That'd be fun.
We'll make it happen.
Joseph, Cody, I hope you're doing all right.
Can't wait to hear this list.
I think all are decent. I'm not going to lie. But his number one, I think Cody might have a field day with it.
Is it Real Big Fish?
It's true for Real Big Fish. Is number 5 Joy Division, number 4 Grand Funk Railroad, number 3 Bad Company, number 2 Duran Duran,
okay.
And number 1 Motley Crue is who he puts as the number 1 most deserving out of all those. Hashtag Cody sucks. He really, really sucks. Joseph Santos. There we go. So all right then, there's that. Cody, were you able to get this in?
Yeah, I was.
All right, let's start with you. You're number 5. It's Real Big Fish. Cody's gonna be because mine is Real Big. I'll just say it. Real Big Fish. Squirrel
Mighty
Nut
Mighty
Zippers,
Boss Tones.
Mighty Boss Tones.
Squirrel Nut Zippers.
The squirrel. It was who were the other ones? Fuck. Goldfinger and it was Save Ferris. Those are my top 5.
I did a play once with a drummer from Squirrel Nut Zippers.
Oh shit.
Nice guy.
I bet. Zoot Riot. Throw back a bottle of beer. That's them, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Although they weren't really ska, they were more big band type swing shit. But all right, Cody, you're number 5.
My number 5 is going with a band that's super influential that probably won't ever get in, which is Big Star.
Ooh, Big Star would be fucking amazing. Big Star would be huge. I would love that. 3 brilliant albums. Just those 3. Did they have a 4th one? I know the 3. They always talk about the 3 that are the big ones, but
yeah,
I know the 3rd one was the one that they didn't actually complete. Right? They just kind of got
right. They had number 1 album, and then what was the second one?
Oh God, I got it on my phone. I was just listening to 13 like right before we started. Let me go find that. Yeah, Big Star's fucking so.
Number 1 record in Radio City, and then
Radio City, and then 3rd, and even 3rd, as like unfinished as it is fucking great. Like it's still really good. Eddie, who's your number 5?
Pat Benatar.
Ooh,
Pat
my
Benatar.
number 5. That's a great one. It's insane she's not in.
Yeah,
it's insane.
It's unreal.
I went the Smiths for my number 5.
Okay.
I'm stunned. Even though Morrissey's turned into like this weird MAGA dipshit, I'm still stunned the Smiths aren't in. Cody, you're number 4.
Number 4 is Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden, great one. Eddie, you're number 4.
Tina Turner. No, she's getting in this year. I would imagine.
She better. God, you're my number 4. Pat Benatar, one with Eddie's 5. Cody, you're number 3.
Number 3, Judas Priest.
Ooh, that's a good one. They definitely belong. JP. Eddie, you're number 3.
Slayer.
Fuck yes. South of Heaven. My number 3, I went Ireland, Thin Lizzy. Because I heard they're not in. I'm stunned they're not in. Cody, you're number 2.
Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, shit. I think they're going in soon.
Yeah.
Eddie, you're number 2.
Now, this is weird because sometimes the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame throws in weird things where you're like, okay, that's not really rock and roll.
Right.
But they do, but they have other people that go in. And you're like, well, it's more of a music Hall of Fame at this point anyway.
Yes. Yep.
So I'm going to say Dolly Parton.
Ooh, that's interesting. I wouldn't be upset with this.
Because she's gone from country. She's done some, I mean, I wouldn't say
Pop.
rock and
She's
roll,
had
but it's pop.
Crossovers.
You know.
Yep. 9 to 5 doesn't feel like a country song to me.
No,
it sounds like a really good pop song. My number 2, Iron Maiden. It's insane they're not in. It is insane that band is not in. Cody, you're number 1, buddy.
Number 1, Alice in Chains.
Oh, great one. Eddie, you're number 1.
Maiden.
That's a great. How could you argue?
They influenced so many other bands.
So many fucking. It's like Capone said. You got to put them in before Metallica and Guns N' Roses.
There's no Guns N' Roses without Iron Maiden. There's no Metallica without Iron Maiden.
You got to put Maiden in. My number 1. Who else could it be for me? Even though it's going to be changed because I bet she goes in. I had to go Tina Turner solo. Went from having 0 career after she split with Ike to What's Love, that Private Dancer album, Eddie, you remember that one? That was everywhere.
That's banger after banger.
You better be good to me. That great cover of Help by the Beatles where she just slows it down.
Then she runs Bartertown. Come on.
No, and then We Don't Need Another Hero.
Ain't we a pair?
She does better. I thought, so you think that should have been it with What's Love Got to Do with It? But then arguably is the best a better song? Yes, Simply the Best.
Yeah.
Which came out. That's her next album. Dude, she had a fucking amazing, and she also had one of the best covers of that fucking, of the I Ain't Missing You at All. That was like in the mid-90s she dropped that one. Tina Turner.
Good.
Fucking amazing. Have y'all seen that HBO documentary?
Not yet.
Oh my God, is it amazing. She gets signed to Capitol Records off a beg, basically, from this guy. Because trust me, she can do this. And then they had a complete takeover. And the new people were like, nope. And then one guy even literally said, they show the text like, something like, we're not going to have some washed up N-word on our roster. He literally said that.
God.
Oh, it's horrific. And then but it's the best part because her fuck you to that guy was fucking Private Dancer, which sells 20 million fucking copies. And she's doing fucking 100,000 seat fucking venues in Rio. It's amazing.
Oh, that guy got fired.
I hope he got fucking fired. Oh, God, I hope they release his name. But it's amazing. The shit that Ike Turner put her through, oh, my God. Dude, that fucking, it is, and it's a bummer, too, because it's just a lot of bad luck because River Deep Mountain High, Phil Spector produced it.
Yeah.
And he didn't have Ike in the studio because Ike was so controlling over her. And so Spector's like, no, I got this. She's going to be the star of this song. And it bombed. It just tanked in America, that song. And so it kind of reinforced Ike Turner's manipulative, see, you need me kind of shit. Dude, that documentary is fucking amazing. It's fucking incredible. So I had to go Tina Turner. There we go. What a fucking ramble. Thank you all for your entries. Next ramble, 279. I just went big. Or we're top 5 all-time professional wrestlers.
Ooh.
Cody,
wow.
Huh?
Broad.
Mine are going to be in one bracket of time, mostly.
Does Haystacks get mentioned?
Is Haystacks in there? Does he get honorable mention? And then, so remember, your Hall of Fame hat, what guitarist from the Yardbirds goes in? The Yardbirds guitarist goes, they have the wing for Yardbird guitarist, who's on the hat. And then what would Deep Purple open, close, and encore with? Top 5 all-time pro wrestlers. Thank you all for tuning in. We love you all. Stay safe. All that good shit. Let's rock that music as we say goodbye. There we go. There it is. There it is. Man. Yeah, that Tina Turner documentary is fucking... Did y'all see the Bee Gees one?
No.
Woo! One of the best quotes is from whichever Gallagher was the Oasis guitarist. I think that was Noel, right?
I don't remember.
He says, you can go buy any guitar, you can buy any kind of setup that makes you sound like your Buddy Holly. It makes you sound. One thing no one can ever copy are the sounds of 3 brothers singing at the same time. It just, that harmony is untouchable. And dude, Staying Alive, the story behind that song, they were just, the studio technicians played the drum intro to Night Fever and just slowed it down and were like, this is another song. And they called the band in and they just fucking wrote it. It is fucking amazing. They're like, I think this might be, it's that Bee Gees documentary is fucking amazing too. That's crazy. A good one. So there we go. Well, thank you all for tuning in. You know where to find us all.
Yep.
We love you guys. Stay safe. Don't make a fuck out of any of us.
No.
Stay safe. We'll see you here tomorrow. Thank you for the kind wishes to Graham and Faye, of course, and Joe Capone. And yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow for quite possibly Back to the Future, Good Will Hunting. How exciting is that? Hopefully. And then the week after, Cody gets to see 2 and 3 for the first fucking time.
Lucky.
Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum. Oh, man. Beautiful stuff. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Stay safe, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye.